A warning from beyond. I'm Rebecca Lieb.
I'm Jason Horton.
And this is Ghost Town.
These include stopping the execution of all captured prisoners of war, allowing negotiations, being arrested. In Australia, Mr. Perry Packer's cricketers are still pleading for high court decision.
To your brothers and sisters all over this.
On Saturday, November 26, 1977, a warning came through loud and clear. The end of the world was imminent. In parts of southern England, just after 5 o'clock p.m., Southern TV's regular day-by-day evening newscast was being transmitted live when the computer-generated voice said, "This is the voice of Vrillon, a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command. You have observed us as lights in the heavens for a very long time, and we have done to your brothers and sisters all around this, your planet Earth. We speak to you today in peace and wisdom." This is the Southern TV's broadcast intrusion by Vrillon.
Incredible.
We talked about the Max Headroom broadcast intrusion.
Yes.
We talked about the other one, the one that happened in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of kind of points of intrusion, of distressing, upsetting the airwaves and bringing in a subversive message that might, ignite different thinking or people behaving differently. It's all very exciting.
Or it's just one big prank. Vrillon continued by describing the dawning of a new age of Aquarius. A lot of this...
That sounds familiar.
A lot of these broadcast intrusions happened in the 1970s.
Uh-huh.
Probably, not that people couldn't get away with it now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if technology being more advanced makes it easier or harder.
Yeah. Probably harder, and I would imagine you wouldn't get the same bang for your buck disrupting a network broadcast.
Because they have time delays and they can dump things. Like if somebody curses like on a live broadcast, they have a delay. So once something happens, it's just not one person sitting there like half asleep at 3 a.m. that's controlling everything.
Totally. There's so few even things that are broadcast live now, honestly. It'd be hard pressed to find one. And
the age of Aquarius is a hippie battle cry, I guess. But it's based on a nebulous astronomical idea. It's just based on these kind of wild, out there concepts. But Vrillon goes on to say, "We came to warn you of the fate of your race and your world, so that you may inform your fellow beings of the route you must take to escape the catastrophe which threatens your world and the creatures on our world nearby. This is so you can participate in the big awakening. Evil powers that can overwhelm their judgments," he says. "Be still now and listen, for your chance may not come again." He urged listeners to alert political leaders to these forces and remove all of your evil-using weapons. So it's a cry for world peace.
Yeah.
A subject of probably many science fiction movies.
As you were talking, it really reminded me of H.G. Wells' initial War of the Worlds, where it's something that was so new. We've talked about it being done in the 60s and repeated time and time again. But the idea of really trying to evoke change and hysteria and doing so in this kind of performative, dramatic way that's fictionalized.
Vrillon goes on to caution that there wasn't much time left to demonstrate that mankind could access the, quote, higher phases of life if it was, quote, worthy. The higher regions of spiritual progress are only accessible to those who learn to live in peace. Hear Vrillon's voice right now. You understand that we exist, and there are more creatures on or around your planet that scientists currently acknowledge.
I mean, pretty nice, honestly. If we're being real, we should have probably listened to Vrillon.
Vrillon is that's his cousin.
Oh, okay, got it. Different planet, different guy. Because we clearly didn't, and here we are.
Have no fear. Seek simply to know yourselves and live in peace with the customs of your planet Earth, was the final line.
Beautiful.
In the message. We at the Ashtar Galactical Command appreciate your time and interest. We are presently departing from your dimensional planes. May the utmost love and truth of the cosmos bless you. It's a little bit of new age, little religion,
And so
it's a little spiritual. Yeah.
So polite. Are they single?
Well, if you don't get your act together, you're done.
Yeah.
So
but
that
they're just like, they're coming in respectfully saying these things, and they're just going to take their leave.
The host quickly got back on air, informing the audience that some viewers in the region were experiencing a breakthrough in sound. We sincerely apologize and working to fix the problem.
Oh.
But not really.
No,
but
not
not really.
No.
Just the current corporate problem.
Ooh.
But not the spiritual one. And you know what fixes everything? A break.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
According to news sources, there was a, quote, intergalactic prankster. Law enforcement did not.
They didn't like that.
They were not.
They didn't
no,
like
they
that.
didn't like
They're
it at
not
all.
into that.
And might be fined up to, at the time, 200 quid.
200 quid.
In it. In today's dollars, it's 45 million.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 45 million space Vrillon dollars.
Okay. Can we just, let's convert it right. That makes sense.
According to one local newspaper, the hack startled thousands of viewers. It affected parts of southern England, so it wasn't every single household.
Yeah.
It was just certain parts and certain televisions in certain parts.
Totally. Very, very regional TV.
But thousands is not much, but not none.
No, I mean, we reach thousands.
Yeah.
What if our airwaves were disrupted?
What if we used our message to spread goodwill instead of going to our Patreon?
Well,
there's a lot of goodwill there.
Okay.
One man called the encounter quite creepy indeed.
Quite creepy indeed.
And that it sounded really authentic. Like as if I've heard a lot of intergalactic beings spreading messages of peace.
Believe some, others are bullshit.
Yeah.
This one, I'm impressed.
Pretty close to the real deal.
I'm impressed.
It sounded like a real voice from space, and it was rather frightening, according to another woman who said she had to phone her pals to make sure she wasn't hearing things.
Hearing things. It's like Yelp review. They're like leaving Yelp reviews.
Also, it's, at a time where you could, again, it was easier to get duped.
Yes.
And it also wasn't juvenile or just saying crass stuff. We can be like, I know this is somebody pranking. Look at my butt from outer space. It wasn't like that. And then also the 1970s, we just got done talking about the CIA and psychics and UFOs, huge.
Yes.
The Cold War is happening.
Totally.
So there's just so much tension, and people are really ready to accept a lot of those things then.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, it doesn't change, but then especially. So
yeah, well, they had less of a pool of information to draw from too. So you're really only getting information from friends and family, your community. You're getting it from a couple TV stations. You're getting it from maybe 2 to 3 newspapers.
And if it's on, you think television, it's like, if it's on TV, it had to get there somehow. So it must be something powerful must have made that happen.
Yeah.
And that is that's a logical thing to, I
think that sentiment permeates even now. People trust things that are on TV. People like, they're like, whoa, it was on TV. It's a big deal. It's respectful.
The TV man
like,
says bad.
Exactly.
It's one of my favorite things I've ever read a couple of years ago, especially when it comes to politics. He's like, well, how do I know? TV man says bad.
Yeah, truly.
A few days later, Southern TV declared they discovered how the hack was accomplished, but would withhold the specifics in order to prevent a copycat. Or, we have no idea, but we want to pretend that we do know.
Yeah.
So we're not going to tell you.
Exactly. We have this under control, we said to you, while secretly panicking behind the scenes.
Yes. A spokeswoman from Southern TV says, we are taking measures to assure it won't happen again, and viewers are not alarmed. Later, it was hypothesized that Vrillon and his accomplices had exploited the fact that one of Southern TV's transmitters was situated in an isolated area in the Isle of Wight, making it simpler to hack into the system. So a lot of the other TV hacks had some levity to it. There was no really strong message. I mean, I think one was the HBO hack saying, "Hey, HBO is charging a lot," which there's no levity to it, but I was
great message. Great
but
message.
this one, it was almost like a peace protest or any kind of protest, kind of like, "Hey, listen, we're tuning in, in your cookie cutter world. How about a message of peace? Think about it.
Where's Vrillon now? I need more of this."
The structure of Vrillon's announcement gave the message a more profound feel than the British government's Protect and Survive PSAs, which people have remembered with horror, probably being like, war?
Yeah.
England and the UK has seen a lot of war.
Totally. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. Be cool with it.
And Vrillon's assurance was more encouraging than maybe not. And actually, during the time of the intrusion, a bloody civil war in Rhodesia was being discussed, which is Zimbabwe now.
Yeah.
But that's what sells, right? People tune into sad and tragedy, and that's how news works, and it has not changed.
No, not at all. I think we're more desensitized to things now, and I think something like this, which feels really beautiful, kind of profound in this, discussion of violence and, ethnocentrism, to be able to do that is very cool. And I wonder if this happened today, how it would go over and would we care?
Some have said that there's a possible connection to the UFO-based religion, Raelianism. I think I'm saying that right. I had to look it up. So there's a UFO-based religion, Raelianism.
Raelianism, yeah. We've touched upon it.
I think we have, yeah, it sounded familiar.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, the mystery remains unsolved, at least until we get another message from Vrillon.
Leftovers. Or the DMV.
Number 97.
Or house cleaning. Or
Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.